How to find a mentor for real estate. Guys, by the end of this video, you're gonna have the confidence because right now, there's a ton of coaches, there are a lot of mentors out there, but you will have the confidence to know who you should select to mentor you so you can get your first real estate deal. For those of you new to my channel, my name's Cody Hoffine, and this channel is designated to helping people make money wholesaling real estate and ultimately become financially free. I want you to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell so it alerts you when I put out fresh new content. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the 5 must-haves that I was personally looking for in a mentor. Now, when I found these 5 things that I'm gonna share with you today, this is what allowed me to do my first wholesale real estate deal in 39 days and paid me $24,000. Must-have number 1 is I was looking for a coach that was still actively doing what they coach and still succeeding at what they coach. When Googling all the different coaching programs out there, you begin to see that the ones that are the most successful are always the ones that are in the trenches doing what it is they coach. For me personally, I like coaches and mentors that can give you step-by-step advice, instruction, because they're in the trenches, they've gone through it, they've done it, versus the coaches that are telling you what they think might work, or here's a hypothetical scenario that I think could happen. I don't want that mentor. I want the one that's in the trenches with me, knows what they're doing because they're going through it with me as well. Must-have number 2, that the students that have been involved in the coaching program are also succeeding. I like to see a website or some kind of engagement or some kind of way that I can get a hold of students in the past that are gonna share with me stories of how they used so-and-so mentor, and because of them, they were able to do their first deal that led them to this big win. Sometimes we put a coach on the pedestal and we think, man, yeah, but you're so far ahead of me, like you're good, you're golden, like you know how to sell, you know how to do this, and we put them on this pedestal and we almost think we can't obtain what they've done. But when a student is telling you, oh my goodness, it was so simple, I just followed this, and this, and it led me to my first deal, that's completely different, and it gets you excited and gives you the faith to move forward. Many of the times when I was on a small group coach call that the mentor I was with offered, every single week he'd do the small group coach call, and even though I had received like great advice and I'd receive wisdom and I'd receive like courage and strength to move forward, that's one thing, but the other part of that coin is when I heard students share their wins during that call, I remember an individual named Theo. Theo would get on, he's like, guys, I just did 5 deals alone last week. And I just remember having my mind blown. I was like, no way is this happening. And it gave me even more energy. It gave me more courage to move forward. And it gives you that mentality like, if they can do it, I can do it. And it really builds this momentum to get out of your own way, get uncomfortable, take action, and go get your deal. Must-have number 3, instruction over education. Let me give you an example that you can look at right now in our world today. College, for example. College happens to be something that has led our nation and individuals in our nation to over $1 trillion of national debt, just tied to one system, college education. Now, why is that? It's because the way they present it is through education, not through instruction. A lot of the times when they're saying stuff and what they're sharing, for most people's time at a college, most of the education they're receiving doesn't even apply like what it is they want to study, but more importantly, who they want to become. But instruction, on the other hand, that's something that like cuts right through the fat. It's what mentors need to give you so that you actually can succeed. I don't want hypothetical. I don't want to spend a lot of my time learning things that I don't need to know about to find out how to do my first deal, and then they're teaching all this stuff that has nothing to do with it. That's much like the college system. What I want is instruction. I want it to be so simple where my mentor, literally this is what he did. It was so simple. You would go log into the portal and the videos that we'd watch, these modules, it'd be just step-by-step instruction. It'd be today's day 1, here's what you're gonna do, and here's how you're going to do it. After that, you wouldn't be able to see the next day's video. You wouldn't know what's coming. He would lock it. So you'd have to go out, you'd have to take imperfect action, go out there, act upon the thing you received that day. The next day, your next video is unlocked, and it'd be today's day 2. Here's what you're going to do, and here's how you're going to do it. And you realize that those that succeed, the mentors that really drive results, that allow students to win at a very high level, are those that stay away from education and really give them that step-by-step daily instruction that they have to act upon to move on to the next daily instruction. Hey guys, before I move on to the must-have number 4 and 5, I'd like to know what you really are looking for in a mentor. What are some of the things that you've thought about? Because I'm sharing what I thought about, and it may align with you, some of these things, and some of them may not. So I'm curious, what are you looking in a mentor? I want you to comment down below. I do read all these comments and I do respond to them, but I'm always curious what it is the audience is looking for. Must-have number 4, that would be support and accountability. When I was looking to invest in a mentor, I wanted someone that over and above video modules, I get it, they don't have a lot of time, especially if they're teaching like hundreds of people, and this individual was. So it's not fair for him to have just one-on-one time, like friendly budget price, to be able to just have one-on-one time with everyone. To do so, yes, some of it was lined up in modules for your daily instruction, but I wanted someone over and above that that still had some kind of support system in place. The mentor I had 24/7 access to a forum, meaning they're not going to respond like at midnight and 2 in the morning, but when you have a question on your mind, you could log into the portal, go to the forum, ask those questions, and then more importantly, every single week, I'd be on a weekly small group coach call, and I had that continual support so that when I'd go out and take action, I'd get real-time feedback of what I did great and what I can do better. I attribute a good part of my success of doing a deal in 39 days that paid me $24,000 to the support. The modules were great and it got you to take the action, but I was so imperfect at taking my action. I'd go out there and I'd fail my way forward, and that was a maybe saying that I lived by. I always told myself, fail your way forward, because at the end of the day, you're either gonna win or you're going to learn. I don't believe in losing. I believe when you do feel like you're losing, those are actually moments meant for you so you can become someone better, someone greater. So I always welcome the challenge of making a mistake or doing what some people call failing. But I attribute my success to that weekly group coach call. It gave you that courage to keep moving forward. When you felt defeated and depleted, you'd go on appointments and people would tell you, this isn't gonna work, get out of my house. And you're like, what did I do wrong? And you'd be able to go back on that phone call and your mentor would lead and guide you. Now the key word is my mentor. My mentor is on that phone with me. It wasn't a hired person at 20 bucks an hour that semi knew what they're doing, maybe didn't even know what they're doing. They're following a script in a guidebook. No, I've seen programs like that, and those don't work, and you don't see students win at any high level. But look for a mentor that is actually gonna be on the phone so he can share with you real time how to hold your booty to the fire, but also keep you with courage to keep moving forward. And the 5th must-have that I was looking for is finding a mentor that I aligned myself with morally and also had the lifestyle that I was looking for. We've all heard this great quote that's from Jim Rohn, and he shares this. He says, "You're the average of the 5 closest individuals you spend the most time with." The power behind this quote, guys, is the fact that if you can just simply find the individuals that you're willing to trade places with and just take advice from those individuals, the likelihood of you becoming them or getting to their destination is gonna be a reality. So what happens is most people, they're willing to take advice from anyone. Let me tell you on a complete opposite end. I'm not saying that a Walmart bagger is bad. That's still a job and people are willing to do that. But what I personally wouldn't do, I probably wouldn't go to a Walmart bagger and ask them how I can make $1 million this year. The advice they'd give me probably wouldn't resonate with me because they themselves most likely aren't millionaires. What this quote, the power behind this quote is, seek advice from those that are already in the destination. Because when you find those individuals, they're able to share you like firsthand experience how they made $1 million, and then you can follow it step by step, and the likelihood of you getting there becomes a reality. So I was looking for a mentor that I aligned with morally. I didn't want someone that was flashy. I didn't want someone that just drove around in a Lamborghini and said, look how cool I am. Like, I'm so good at real estate that I drive a Lamborghini and I'm on every trip in the world and I very rarely work and all I care about is flashy things. Although cool, and for some it works, for me it doesn't. And so for you, maybe that doesn't bug you. For me, that's specifically, I don't want money so I can just buy things. I think money's a great tool that allows you to buy options and also buy time back. I don't need it for Lamborghini. I don't need it for like the biggest, baddest home in the state of Utah. I don't need that. So when I found this mentor, he just lived in a normal home. He drove a normal car. And most people, if you met him, you would never guess he has much money to say. And this guy is financially free. Everything's paid off. All of his rentals are paid off. And I admired that. He had a lifestyle I wanted where he didn't have to work if he didn't want to. He could spend time with whoever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He didn't have to brag about it, but he did do those things. And because of that, I found the mentor that I wanted to be like, and I received advice only from that individual. Now, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you probably also know that I've been mentoring students across this great nation since 2016. In fact, I've coached well over 4,000 students now, and I use these same principles that I was looking for, the same 5 must-haves that you just learned about in this video. And if these are the must-haves that resonate with you and that you're looking for, I've included a link down below on how you can work with me personally on how to get your wholesaling business up and going, and more importantly, how to get out of your own way so you can do your first deal in as little as 30 days. All you gotta do is simply click that link down in the description, and it will lead and guide you to where you can work with me personally. And guys, I'm excited to work with you in the future, and I will see each one of you on our next video.